What's happening, my YouTube dudes?
And ladies.
Just like DJ Khaled said, we're back with another one. Literally. Today, we got back and abs. We're going to go ahead and get started with this back workout. I like to start off with muscle ups. I don't expect the beginners or intermediate bodybuilders to master this right away. And I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do it in following videos. But for the sake of this video, I'll just go ahead and start it off. This is my warm-up. After those, I jump into a wide grip pull-up. I like to have a wide grip about elbow length. I don't like to go too wide because I feel like it really it shortens the range of motion for this particular exercise, and I really like to have the squeeze at the top. So I keep it about elbow length, and you want to make sure that you go all the way down and all the way up. And if you're having issues with doing pull-ups, you can actually start on a machine pull-up
with the assisted weight.
With the assisted weight, and that's gonna really help you get the form down. And as you can see here, my pops likes to show off and do all kinds of craziness. But for right now, we're just gonna keep it plain and simple. We're just doing 4 sets of about 8 to 12 reps.
All right, so Orlando's didn't start the video.
No, that's not the truth, guys.
But I do 2 of these. I go 1 there and then 1 back on the actual jungle gym. And then I'm gonna do a little bit abs because Tuesdays is abs. I did not have this down when I first did it, but
now you're just showing off.
Just keep practicing and you guys can do it.
The next thing we're gonna get into is a close grip pull-up. This one really helps this one is really targeting the lats. And once again, guys, you wanna make sure you go all the way down and get a really good stretch. And then at the top of the motion, you wanna hold it for just a split second. And that's really gonna engage all the muscles in your back. Next, we're gonna jump into a wide grip seated lat cable pull down. And with this exercise, you can really put on the weight. I would suggest for the first set to go a little bit lighter and just to get the range of motion down. And you wanna make sure, just like you're doing a pull up, you go all the way up and then all the way down. Try not to do a whole lot of swinging with this motion, but you want to make sure that you're not straight up. You want to have a little bit of tilt in your back. Alright guys, and this is what you've been waiting for. This is what we call the water bottle challenge. And this is sort of a little incentive to make sure that you keep the correct form doing this exercise.
And not swinging.
Exactly. This is definitely not the jungle gym. You want to make sure that you're going all the way up and then squeezing all the way down.
And you're pretty much touching your chest too.
Right, you don't want to go to your chin. You want to make sure you're basically touching your nipples on this exercise. It's coming down straight towards your chest and squeeze at the bottom. Really get that contraction because that's really what's going to engage your lats. And I did forget to mention, the rule behind this water bottle challenge is with each consecutive set, you have to pile another bottle of water on top of each other. And whoever drops the bottle of water has to do 20 push-ups. So yeah, guys, so the whole point behind the water bottle challenge is to make sure that you keep the correct form. It's just a little incentive to make sure that you're doing the exercise correctly and you're not swinging back and forth. You do want to have a little bit of arch in your back, but do not swing back and forth on this one. And then with each consecutive set, you add another bottle of water.
Alright guys, so just like Orlando was saying when he was doing his pull-ups, I am actually keeping my forearms the same length as my elbows when I have that grip, and I'm going all the way down. You can see right here that I'm touching like my nipples.
That water bottle's still intact. And make sure you have that katana, what's that called?
Braid?
Yeah, katana ponytail.
I need a haircut.
Next thing we're gonna do is jump into the pull downs with the close inner grip on the cable seated machine. And with this one, it's basically like you're doing a close grip pull up. Same range of motion. You want to make sure on this one you really squeeze the lats. This is really going to target the inner back and the lats.
Alright everyone, so as you can see, my back is angled and it's past the 90-degree point, which that's a good thing. You don't want to have a straight back on this. You won't target those muscles as good in these types of exercises.
And you want to make sure you have that katana braid and whipping it back and forth.
Oh my goodness.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Unfortunately, guys, when you play with fire, you get burned, and that's what happened. Somebody set me up because that freaking water bottle tilted over before I even got started with my set. But hey, you know how it is. We gotta hit some push-ups either way. So let's get this set over with so I can finish my freaking push-ups.
Also, if you're going a little bit heavy, which you can just do 8 to 10 reps, but if you go lighter, make sure you're doing at least 12 to 15. All right, so this is Orlando doing his push-ups.
Yeah, this is me paying my dues for something I didn't do. But hey, you know what? We take the blame, but hey, we building our chest the other way. So let's go for it, baby. And we're doing clapping push-ups. Look at that. Alright guys, next we're gonna jump into a bent over dumbbell row, and with this one I like to do 3 sets. A little bit heavy, unfortunately, at Planet Fitness. I've only got 75-pound dumbbells to work with, but hey, you work with what you got, guys. If you have rusty ass weights, that's what you're gonna use. And if you only got 75-pound weights, to hell with it, you gotta use it, guys. So what we're doing here is going all the way down and come all the way back up.
Do a little booty twerk.
Do a little booty twerk. This is my stance. I like to have a wide stance. I know a lot of people don't do this type of stance, but this is just what feels comfortable for me, and you have to do what feels comfortable for you. So if you look like you're doing some type of squat for some marathon, and that's what you got to go to get the form right, go ahead by all means and do it, guys. This is really what's going to help you form your inner back and your lats.
So this is Orlando showing us his emotions right here.
That's the motion for the ocean.
Twerking.
Look at that.
Ooh,
look at that.
Ooh, kill him.
Jeez. All right, guys. So for this last set, this 4th working set, I like to go a little bit light. As you can see, I like to graze the weight with the side of my quad, almost as if I'm trying to put the weight in my back pocket. I don't do a whole lot of swinging for this one. You just want to make sure that you have the correct stance. This one with the lighter weight is, I do it a little bit differently. I don't put so much of a flex in my elbow on this one as I do with the heavier weight, just because I like how this feels on the last set. So go ahead and give it a try. Let me know, comment below, let me know what you think about this one. Next we're gonna jump into a bent over cable rope row.
Twerk row.
Damn, that's a mouthful.
Twerk row.
So guys, here the stance is very important. If you have a machine like this in your gym, you want to make sure that you go towards the back seat and
keep your feet where your chest is.
Yeah, keep your feet about where your chest is, and you want to make sure that you have your knees bent, and make sure that you are squeezing at the top of the motion, and really squeeze when you come back with it, and that's really what's gonna help grow your back. And if you don't trust me on this one, guys, trust me, this burns like hell. Make sure you have a good stretch when you come to the top of the motion, and when you come back, squeeze.
Alright everyone, so as you can see,
and the moment you've all been waiting for,
that booty. So as you can see, my legs and chest are shaped like a sideways V, and you want to keep that stance. You're from your knees to your ankles.
It's almost like you're taking a dump in a public restroom.
Yeah, from your knees to your ankles, it's a 90-degree. But from your knees all the way up to your chest, you want to make that a V. And like Orlando said, you're squeezing. And keep your arms as close to your sides as possible. You don't want to have your arms just flailing out by your side when you come back to squeeze.
Alright guys, to finish off the end of this back workout, we usually do either deadlifts or this one. We do 1 week on and 1 week off. So this week was the bent over, what the fuck is this called?
I don't know. It's for your lower back though.
Good mornings, that's what it's called. I had a brain fart, which happens often. But hey, that's what we're gonna go with.
That's what he always thinks.
No. So these are called good mornings, and what you want to do, you don't have to start doing it with weight. You just want to make sure that you get a good squeeze at the top, come all the way down, and then go all the way back up. And I worked my way up to the 45, and sometimes we do 2 45-pound plates, but you don't have to do a whole lot of weight at the beginning.
Alright, so again with this good morning, I'm not using weight. You can see I just have my hands crossed over my chest and really squeezing as I come up and really stretching out my back when I go down.
And guys, this doesn't only help, this is not only for your lower back, but this also helps your glutes. So when you come up, you want to make sure you squeeze that
your
glute.
booty.
Make sure that booty is nice and squeezed, because that's going to help you get them gains in your booty.
And I'm just doing a little tiny twist when I come up, and this also helps with your side obliques. You can use weight, and that really makes you feel that oblique ab action.
Alright guys, so to finish up the back and abs workout, we're going to go ahead and start off with some windshield wipers. This is an advanced move. For the beginners, you want to make sure you can get the leg raises first before you can master this move. As you can see, my pops here, he knows what's up with this workout. And me, you know me, I love it. I like this jungle gym type shit. So you can play with it as you go, and as you get stronger, as your core muscles get stronger, you can start showing off and doing some foolishness at the gym.
Nonsense, man.
Yeah, you can start doing some pretty creative things once you start getting strong with your abs, guys. It's really, really fun. So just make sure that you get the leg raises down first, and then you can start to master this move. Next, we're gonna jump straight into an ab crunch with the cables. And what I like about this movement is you can really focus on your upper and middle abs. And guys, I know a lot of people usually use the ropes. I tend to use the cable rope, the cable handles, just because I like it better. I like the motion better. With the ropes, the grip is definitely better. You can do a whole lot more weight with this one. With the ropes, you start to feel like on the eighth rep, you start to feel that your pinky's starting to hurt, and you feel like your hand's gonna come off the ropes.
And then you're not even
focusing on your abs. So this is definitely the way to go for this one.
Alright, to talk about the form that we have, I don't have my legs at a 90 degree. It's a little bit past 90 degrees, so I have my butt poking out as usual.
Guys.
And when I come up, I'm really stretching out my abs, my no abs, and then I'm squeezing and arching my back when I come down. I think Orlando does a little side view. So
elbows to knees, guys. Elbows to knees.
And also, this may be a pretty awkward exercise, but just remember, you are not extending your arms when you do this. You're keeping your elbows bent and you're squeezing in. Focus on your abs, not on your arms.
Always maintain the tension. Alright guys, and for this last movement, we're gonna go Tae-Bo on your ass. Check this out. So we're using the same grip as we did with the previous exercise, but for this one, we are doing alternating arms and legs. So if you are on your left side, you want to make sure that your right knee is coming up towards your face. You basically want to knee yourself in the face, without kneeing yourself in the face, of course, but this is the movement that's really going to help with your obliques, and it's going to help with your inner abs as well as your upper abs. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this back and abs helps a lot of you guys out there to get started. And as always, comment below, subscribe, and keep watching, my friends.
Bye.